Welcome to Mind to Pen's Grammar Tips for Writing, the podcast that makes grammar simple and practical. I am Nadia, and today we're talking about the use of the commas with adjective clauses. In this episode, we'll tell you how and when to use the comma to make your adjective clauses clear and effective. So let's get started. The use of a comma in adjective clauses depends on how essential the information in the clause is. This means that the same sentence may or may not require commas. Let's look at an example. When the information is essential, we do not need to use the comma. A grammar term also used to define this type of adjective clause is restrictive adjective clause. Here is a sentence as an example. The proposal that we read in class is a good example to follow. That we read in class is the adjective clause, and it includes essential information. Why? If we ask, which proposal did we read? The answer is the one that we read in class. If we did not have that information, we would not know which proposal we actually read. In this case, since the information is essential, we do not need to use the comma. Let's look at one example where the information of the adjective clause is additional information. A grammar term also used to define this type of adjective clause is non-restrictive adjective clause. When the information is additional, meaning that the information is good to know but not essential, then we need to add the commas at the beginning and at the end of the adjective clause. The sentence as an example is, my plan of study, which my advisor just approved, is now being reviewed by the graduate college. The adjective clause includes extra detail, meaning that which my advisor just approved is not essential. It is extra detail, while the core idea is that my plan of study is being reviewed by the graduate college. When the information is not essential, we need to use the commas. It is important to point out that depending on the field that you're working on, some terms or information may be non essential because everybody in your field knows that. However, the same information may seem essential for other readers who are not familiar with your topic. So, knowing this, always consider who your audience is so that your writing is accessible to all audiences. That's it for today's grammar tip on the use of the commas with adjective clauses. Remember that mastering even one small rule can make a big difference in your writing. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, where we will tackle another essential grammar rule. Thanks for listening to Mind to Pen's podcast. Until next time, keep writing with confidence and clarity.